Hunger may beget a fine shinobi. I expected no less from you, my boy. Sir.
I see red.
Listen, Wolf. You must never forget the Iron Code.
I see earthquake light.
Defend your master with your life. If he is taken, bring him back at any cost.
I see
Hello and welcome to another episode of Under Review, where we look at all the latest and greatest games to release for a majority of all the consoles. This week we are looking at the brand new From Software title published by Activision in Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Now first there was the Soul series that had its unique combat mechanic and overly hard gameplay. Then came Bloodborne, which redefined or tweaked the combat to make it quicker and more about dodging. Now we have Sekiro, which is adding a whole new element to their already masterful combat structure. Now, unlike other From Software games, Sekiro is quite demanding when it comes to its combat. This game will test your patience. It will have you look at your opponent's movements and plan your attacks out before execution. Stealth is a huge part in this game, so getting the jump on your enemies will make fights much easier to grasp. Fights can end very quickly if the timing is impeccable. However, if you are off, it could kill you just as quick. Now, Sekiro is a game that shows you that From Software is not giving you the same Souls-born games of past and repeating itself. It is showing you that they can still make you double or even sometimes triple ask yourself if you should engage a certain enemy or not. Is it worth it? Or do I have to even engage him at all? I always kind of found myself asking those questions. I can go back to my first ever Souls experience with Demon Souls and be reluctant. But the more I got comfortable with the game, the more confident I became. And I was actually able to approach other games with a sense of pride, as I kind of already had a base note for the strategy. Sekiro does away with all of that and kind of brings you back to the starting point and reinstitutes fear and tension when approaching this game. Now, do you remember the poise feature from past Souls games? You know, that feature that kind of made you resistant to being staggered while in combat? Well, Sekiro puts a twist on this mechanic and makes it more defensive than before. Now called posture. Attacks will chip away at this and will eventually leave an enemy open for a death blow by breaking through the defenses. However, if you want to kind of make bringing enemy down an ordeal, you can kind of go about it this way if you want, but this just draws the battle out longer and longer. The goal of Sekiro is all focused on deflections. And if you're like me and hated them in past Souls games and were never really good at them, this game will make you into a master of them. Remember how Bloodborne was all about the dodge? Sekiro is all about the counteroffensive and deflection. Now, the game does a pretty good job of showing you this early on with lower level NPCs. But as you progress and the enemies do get tougher, and oh Lord do they get tougher, not even mentioning the boss battles, the deflect mechanic becomes very tricky to pull off because all of their attacks are different. And getting the timing down is everything. Now, if you've loved the Souls-born games from their challenging boss battles, trust me when I say this, Sekiro does not disappoint. Now, some of these bosses can inflict so much damage that a single blow can outright kill you, leaving you want to throw a controller at a wall. But don't do this. And like Soulsborne games, it will be a very taxing and sometimes mentally breaking, but the feeling you get of breaking through and landing that final death blow on a boss is oh so exhilarating. Now, unlike past games, death in Sekiro is not necessarily the end. However, it will change the world around you and the characters you engage in within your journey, which I'm going to stop right there because I do not want to give, because that's really stepping into huge spoiler territory and will take away from some of the game's most interesting parts of Sekiro. Now, you earn money in Sekiro from the enemies you kill, and you can use these to purchase upgrades or spirit tokens, which the spirit tokens are what your prosthetic arm uses to function. So this just adds on another layer of difficulty as you're always having to keep an eye on this and how often you use them out in the field. Now, Sekiro is a perfect standalone franchise from the From Software games, and it's just more that the From Software can build on. We have the Soul series, Bloodborne, and now Sekiro, all of which have that similar formula, but are varied enough to make them each feel unique and engaging. Each game can help you in other franchises as well. Bloodborne helped me get better at dodging in Dark Souls, and now Sekiro will help me deflect better in the other two franchises. So for that, we gave From Software's brand new entry. Well, I won't say entry, but brand new franchise, because we know this is going to be a franchise going forward. We gave this a very, very impressive 9.5 out of 10. We thought this was a great game. This is just another notch in From Software's belt when it comes to this type of storytelling. And Sekiro is right up there with Dark Souls and Bloodborne. And the difficulty is just is out there. But that feeling you get from accomplishment is you'll never find that anywhere else. So thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Please make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. We would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, everybody, game on.